Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, this movie kind of sucks. Picture this. It's a Wednesday, and I check my Gmail to find out you can buy movie tickets for €3, and I'm like, damn, that's a steal. So I decide to buy a ticket for FNAF 2 and immediately go watch it. Yeah, I regret it. Mostly because I had a math exam in 2 days, but you know, this was more important anyways. Also, before anyone says, no, I don't hate FNAF, I just hate these movies. I never really liked the first movie that much, since it wasn't really good horror, which kind of sucks because this is, well, based on this. I was really hoping that they would fix it and make the movies more akin to the games. You know, survival horror with the animatronics coming to kill you, and yeah, that was before I saw the rating. Oh boy. I mean, maybe some people just didn't like it, you know? I mean, everyone's got their own opinions.
Or you can expect a big fat F.
F for Fazfest?
No. F for failed.
No. Just no. I was kind of expecting them to do a clever comeback instead of just doing a very obvious explanation of, oh yes, the sky is blue. Like, seriously, you couldn't come up with anything more creative for dialogue. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know, F for Faz off, or F for find new family. I really can't believe they made this and called it a horror movie, because it barely qualifies. I mean, I understand they're trying to make this for children, since this is what the audience for FNAF really is, but it's still kind of sad to see this once great horror franchise just be reduced to this.
Hey, we're on the way to the costume contest. You want to come?
I do, but first, I have to go pull the heads off some very bad people.
Right on.
Anyways, to give you a quick recap of the first movie, Mike said it's FNAFing time and just FNAF'd all over William. That's pretty much what happened in the first movie. And the second one, this child gets killed because parents were being stupid and not listening to her. Which, to be honest, I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. Like, seriously, if I was a parent and somebody said your child was being kidnapped, I wouldn't just stand there and be like, ugh, leave us alone, kid. Like, that is the most stupid reaction ever, especially the fact that they're in a child's restaurant. Like, the threat is real, and yet you're just ignoring that fact. Anyways, this movie's writing is awful, and I've only covered 2 scenes out of this 90-minute shit show. However, the writing isn't actually the worst part. The worst part is just how terrible the actual horror is. Like, seriously, it takes like an entire 20 minutes before we actually get to like a good horror scene. Like, the intro's nice, but it's not really that scary. I will say that the first horror scene is pretty goofy. I mean, it's just like not even trying that hard. There are some good scares, but some of them are kind of goofy, and also alien isolation. It does get points for the creepy puppet design. Ugh. But minus points for using this stupid jump scare so many times. Oh, sorry, that's his Tim's. The second is just how lame the kills are. Look, I get this movie is made for children, but like, I can't excuse you for making these such boring kills without even showing it. Like, how am I supposed to get excited about someone's head being crushed when I've actually seen a horror movie that's had someone's head be crushed with organs flying out? I'm sorry, I just can't accept it. This is not fine. Like, if you're not going to show it, then just don't do it. It's not interesting if you do a scary thing and then just take away all that's like actually scary about it. Anyways, to give you more example of this movie's incredible writing, and that's definitely not terrible or made by ChatGPT, let's talk about another scene. Take, for example, Vanessa and Mike. I think it's a very interesting dynamic having Mike and Vanessa comfort each other since they're both pretty traumatized about their past. And in one scene, while Mike was talking about Abby, he mentions the fact that he just wants to help fix her and Abby. And honestly, I think this is being very considerate, considering they're both traumatized by the past and all have very traumatic childhoods. And even though he says this to Vanessa, Vanessa replies saying,
"You're trying to fix me? You know what? I can take care of myself."
Okay, I'm sorry for caring about you and your well-being and everything. It's so stupid. What the hell is this? Like, I'm trying to understand who thought of this writing, because it makes no sense at all. For one, we literally saw 2 scenes even before this dialogue came up, where Vanessa was struggling with her past. She's being haunted by her father, and clearly she can't really take care of it herself. So Mike, being supportive, says that she just wants to help. And what does she say? She says, oh, I can just do it myself. What the hell do you mean? You clearly can't do this yourself. And even though someone is offering their help, you just blow them off. Like, that is so stupid, and it makes no sense at all. I think the best thing that came out from this, though, is when Mike says that Vanessa should stay away from him. Because, honestly, from the fact that she's been keeping so many secrets and how rude she's been, I honestly don't blame her fate. She kept secrets like the fact that she had a brother that she never mentioned a single time in either movies until the very end of this one. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of important information that would have been nice to know very early on. Anyways, now let's just talk about the ending. Boy. In the end, the Fazbenders show up to save the day.
I like your cut, G.
And then immediately die. Sad. I mean, I have to ask, what the hell even was going on? Because earlier in the film, the animatronics were just gone. Because even though Mike was calling out for them, they didn't show up. So what, were they just like hiding in a room somewhere? It makes no sense. Because if they were just hiding, wouldn't Abby have just found them by looking around?
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
Also, it's revealed that Michael is the one behind the animatronics, and why is he trying to kill people exactly? Who knows? We literally have no clue of his motives or his intentions or anything, because we literally see him in 2 scenes in this 90-minute movie. A guy who's supposed to be the main villain is nowhere to be found. And that is baffling to think about. That's like if Thanos just shows up at the end of Infinity War just to get the Mind Stone. Like, we miss, like, so much crucial information. And we're just wondering, why does he even want these stones in the first place? So confusing. And I have to believe that they cut a bunch of scenes for Michael. Because I won't believe the fact that he just appears and is just the villain. Because that's just terrible writing. You can't just write a character with no motives to be the main villain. Anyways, after all that happens, the puppet takes over Vanessa, and then the end. Are you serious? Like, what the frick did I just watch? Seriously, I can't explain to you just how much this movie feels like a shitpost of FNAF. Like, it makes no sense at all. And I understand this franchise has never made a lot of sense, but it always felt nice narratively. This just makes no sense at all, and I honestly left feeling confused and just disappointed by the thing I watched, because I genuinely can't say this was a good movie. Like, the animatronics, the things that are supposed to be the scary part of this movie are no longer actual threats. They're just these things that we look at and go, wow, that looks nice. Like, as soon as you take the animatronics out of the establishment, it no longer is scary. Because these giant robots are just roaming around public spaces. They just look like cosplay. Like, I think the scene with the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 office was probably the best horror, but it was still done very poorly with just how horribly unscary the things were. Overall, I would say I pretty much had no real scares this movie. I honestly felt more scared watching My Little Pony. Oh god. So anyways, I could go on for another hour why this movie sucks, but honestly I think that would just be a waste of my time and yours. So instead, I'll let him explain.
Welcome to Game Theory. And on this episode, we're gonna be trying to figure out who the fuck asked.
Honestly, paying the €3 felt like a crime, since it feels like they should have paid me money to go watch this thing. The best thing I could say about this movie was the fact that Chica's footsteps were so loud they kept breaking the speakers. And no, I'm not saying the animatronics, I'm saying specifically Chica, because whenever she made steps, it would break the sound speakers. Maybe that was a foreshadowing. Anyways, they pretty much already planned another movie, and I won't go watch it in theaters because honestly, this is just slop, and I don't want to go to the theaters and waste my money to go watch slop. This movie gets a 2 out of 10. Get out of here. Also, this movie only had 3 nights. I guess they just don't know what the F in FNAF stands for anymore.